This is 13 News at 11.
And we thank you so much for joining us for 13 News at 11. I'm Patrick Simon.
And I'm Alex Wilkins. Tonight, dramatic testimony in the impeachment hearings focused on the West Virginia Supreme Court. Each person we spoke to who uses this tunnel says they don't believe that drug users are the main issue here. They say it's adolescent teenagers using it for criminal activity. This is the current playground that kids will be able to play on, but Marshall Health also just announced they'll be adding a completely renovated playground. According to police, the man approached the vehicle and told them he was an undercover narcotics officer for Wayne County. Patrick and Marilee, we're here at Western Regional Jail, where 44-year-old Ronald Eugene Flowers is now behind bars. Huntington Police Chief Hank Dial says that Flowers is from Michigan, and police believe he did not know the man that they say he shot and killed in Huntington. They use a variety of tools geared toward kids to help them cope with the trauma, such as this sensory room. Everything from the bubble tubes to the mermaid sequin pillows to the sensory tiles on the floor is to help them cope with a stressful situation. Well, Patrick and Jennifer, this is a day that Ohio and Pike County officials have been waiting for 2.5 years. They say the Wagner family has been their prime suspects for a while now. Police are still searching for a suspect, and that actually led to a tense situation here earlier. Let me show you in this same apartment complex, but right down the street. Multiple police vehicles surrounded an apartment. We're here with newly elected Cabell County Commissioner Kelly Sabonia. Now, you went up against longtime incumbent Bob Bailey, who was a commissioner for 24 years. Our Lady of Bellefonte Hospital has not specifically mentioned how many hospital employees will be laid off, but they did phrase it as a number of positions. There's about 50 to 60 officers right now searching the area for that possible shooting suspect, Jeremy Bartram. Now, we're here at the Ridgelawn Cemetery, where actually earlier there was gunfire exchange between an officer and that suspect. Well, this is the 27th year the Pumpkin House has lit up Canova, and just by taking one look behind me, you can see why it's attracting people from across the nation. They also displayed this sculpture created by a local artist to depict children being detained in cages. He included a statue of a small girl carrying only a thermal blanket, and at the very top of the cage, there's a black and white flag. How it works is the students will punch their code in, then remove the U-lock, place it in the U-lock holder, and then students are good to go. They can get on their bike ride. You can actually see just how high the water reached in some of these homes. It rose about 4 feet here and ruined everything in the first floor of the house. HPD's most recent prostitution sting arrested 6 women whose names were on this press release. But there wasn't a single man on this list. What most people don't know, though, is that undercover officers planned to catch multiple Johns that same night. But their operation was compromised when people started broadcasting it live. It's a story you'll only see on 13 News, a video that's been seen nearly 1 million times on social media, and it's touched the hearts of just as many.
It is time now for Top Trending, where you choose the top stories.
Your clicks, comments, and shares on the stories you connect with the most. Let's take a look at those top trending headlines. We've been following this story all day today. It started as a domestic issue and ended as an intense situation in East Bank with a house exploding. It's a game of epic proportions, putting West Virginia on a global stage, which could be huge for tourism. Norman Seawright joins us now for a little gaming perspective. Norman, how much hype is there around this new game?
A lot, Alex.
Between the road bonds and the pipeline construction in West Virginia, there are thousands of new jobs coming in the Mountain State.
But
For almost 50 years, Martin County, Kentucky has heard promises from government officials. Now, after years of complaining about unsafe drinking water, they may finally be heard. The city decided to no longer have Huntington police officers or firefighters respond to non-life-threatening overdose calls. We spoke with the Huntington police chief and fire chief, who both wanted to clarify what that means for the city. Malik and Xavier Walker have a lot in common. They're brothers, they both love to play, and they both have cystic fibrosis.
We come in and out of the hospital a lot. Most of the time it's 14 days that we have to stay. Our life doesn't know it.
At Hoops Family Children's Hospital, though, there's more than just a sibling bond connecting them. Their rooms do as well.
I think my brother's room.
So sometimes I come in here. And sometimes when I leave, we stay in here.
It's a unique sibling room at the hospital, built like some hotel rooms, where a door opens one room up to another.
Let's go see what Brother's doing in his room. It helps a lot, because then I ain't got to worry about having to go out into another room or down the hall, rooms away. It makes it so easy with the door in between.
Having connected rooms also means a friend you can play games with is only a few steps away.
They love to play. They love to play together. They're really inseparable. So that's the uniqueness of this room, is that it allows them to run backwards and forth in between their rooms.
Guys, we can make a light bulb.
It's especially helpful when treatment requires them to be in isolation and they can't go play with other kids in the playroom.
They so want to go out in the room and join the other kids, and a lot of times they can't, so we're just confined to this room. So it really makes it better for them to be able to go into each other's room and play together.
Malik and Xavier also have 5 other siblings, so the extra space helps make family visits feel a little more at home. In Huntington, I'm Alex Wilkins, 13 News, working for you.